All right. So we're back.
Looks like we're back in.
Yeah, again, we're having technical difficulties, and just so everyone knows that it's more internet issues.
Yeah, it's broadband connectivity.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
What did I miss?
Um, I think Tony Robles is playing pool.
Is it still 1-1?
No, I think Tony's up. I think 2 or 3 to 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I need to update the score, dear.
Let's see where the score is at after this rack. But I
Okay.
have a feeling it's 2 to 1. We can tell right here.
Okay. Let's do it. I'll update it for
Currently 2 to 1. Looks like Tony's going to cut this 5 ball to his right. See if he can slide it past the 9. Go up table. The good thing about playing that shot is if he does clip the 9, it's relatively safe. The 5 will end up on the bottom cushion and a leave distance. It's kind of a hair of a two-way shot, but obviously he was wanting to make the 5, and he got good shape on the 7. Jason's missed a couple open opportunities, so let's see if he can capitalize here with a winning shot, maybe a nice safety by floating the cue ball behind the 9.
Oh, it landed it. He landed it.
Yeah, he billiarded the 9 well, held the speed. He may have left Tony an edge. This is one of these shots where it's almost like free to masse at it too, to go at it. I'm not sure if he has enough of it to do it. If he can just see the paint, then it's almost worth to go for the masse. I don't know. It's weird. I've been seeing these shots, and they've been more comfortable lately for me. Maybe I think Tony's going to go for a jump shot. He's grabbing and chalking up with his
Predator.
Is that a prototype? Maybe
yes,
a jump
they
cue?
have been testing it.
Wow, he gets all the cool stuff.
He does.
Doesn't exist yet. Wow.
Oh,
well,
wow.
he hit it great. Stop the cue ball.
It's not a bad lead.
Yeah, looks nice. I'm gonna have to inquire to the management about said prototype cue, but we'll see. Anyways, Richko. Yeah, Richko has an opening here finally. Let's see if he can clear up on the 5. He just gotta hit this with a little low left. He wants to come to the side cushion between the 2nd and 3rd diamond and back across. Wow, yelling.
Wow.
He overcut the 5.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, this is not good.
No.
Not a good sign.
He had his opportunity, too.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those kind of slip away now. Tony's got to manage the 9 here, so he's trying to see if he can follow the cue ball, by cutting the 5 in the corner and
And the red goes away. But we're live. Oh, so we're back. This is Cheryl Baglan, but I'm very honored because I have Mika the Iceman with me right now to
Can you
jump
hear me?
in. Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay.
So we have Tony Robles. We just went down, and we're sorry about that. We just went down, so we're sorry about that. So I'm waiting to see what the score is, so we can get it a little updated. They're doing raffles, so sorry about the back noise.
If you haven't tapped in and you want to tap out, please do so so that they can reap the
He
benefits
whiffed
of
that.
helping you all day long. You
He
can always
whiffed
go to
that.
the back
We're
door
not
for a link to
live
tap
now,
out
no?
to this.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is for a
Well,
$50 gift card right here
they're
at
doing
Robles.
raffles, so I
Yeah, give us a
guess let
second.
them do raffles.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Tony
Once you get
overcut
a
that
$50 gift card to Bruins and you put it in the $50 Bruins bag, here's the number. What's up? 362 are the last three numbers. Only one.
We got all kinds of noise. Hang on, guys.
Who's the winner? Ken Black. Ken Black.
Oh, they're done?
Yeah. All right. We're back again. As I said, this is Cheryl Baglan. We have Mika the Iceman. He won his last match. You're undefeated right
Okay,
now.
yeah. I'm 2-0 so far.
Not bad.
And I thought I'd just come take a look at this better view of this match by the commentary booth, kinda. At least you got 3 different views.
Absolutely.
Tony missed a 6 ball earlier, and now he what's this guy's name? Sorry,
This gentleman's
Jason.
name is Jason Richko.
Jason missed the 8, but gets a little lucky in the process. I think he might have really caught a good roll there.
I think. What would you do, Mika?
I'm not sure if he can squeeze between the rail and the 9. Not sure what he's looking at. If he can go rail first and nip the 8 and then bring the cue ball around, that would be a good shot because he's going to leave the cue ball on the back rail. I mean, he's going to get a lot of separation and a lot of distance. So
Return
but he's
safely.
going back. He's going back rail. Wow, he's trying to.
Look at who's making
He was
that.
trying to roll the cue ball forward with like natural spin with inside English, and he almost succeeded. But he got an 8 ball in a good spot anyway.
I don't think it's frozen, but still, it ain't an easy shot.
Great speed.
So where have you been, sir?
That was a very creative shot, by the way.
I do want to give a huge shout out to
Yeah.
Eduardo Gomez from Beyond Billiards, because Mika and Tony, they frequent Beyond Billiards today in Florida, where I come from. So
Yeah,
special kudos to them. Nice shot, sir.
that was a great recovery from that position. Not sure, he might have played it 2-way. He was trying to go behind the 9, and he made the 8 in the process. So, and
got a
this
bank
looks like a
again.
pretty straightforward bank. He's going to go
2
all
banks
in.
in a row, but not.
He played the 9, but he also played the cue ball, which is smart. Leave the guy on the back rail just in case you miss.
It's
So-
about it's not frozen, but it's a little paper thin off.
Just as good as frozen almost.
Are you gonna cut it or would you bank it?
I like cutting this and to the left as we look at, like the cue ball's gonna flirt with the corner, but it's not going in. So if he makes the 9, he's not gonna scratch.
Oh,
And does it roll just past the side? Left him kind of tough here too,
see, that's why you guys are good at what you do.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the position of the balls.
I don't know. He hit at certain speed where it's just like
Manipulation.
if he misses, I guess it goes past the side. I mean, this is a tricky shot.
Yeah, it is.
He's got a If he goes for the corner, he has to slow roll. I think he has a chance to avoid the scratch, but if he hits it hard, it just deflects off the 9 and scratches right in the side.
Is he gonna
He may
cross bank
even
it?
have to put it in some inside English.
Ooh,
Yeah, see, he went for it, and
this is a battle.
this is total battle.
Offense, defense battle. Pretty
You
impressive.
know, he didn't have to. He kind of got away with that shot there, missing and just the 9-ball drifting out and leaving. Now Tony's got to bank. I like banking this ball here. You got to go all in here, and he's looking at these lines parallel, splitting the difference in the middle and moving parallel. I wonder if the rails play a little short because of the rain.
Oh,
And
like
but
money.
he played at perfect speed.
Let's see if we can get the
The
score
storm
updated.
outside, you know, obviously affects
The
a little
table,
bit of the climate inside because the tables are going to start playing a little shorter because of the humidity. And that's something that should be taken into consideration.
I believe the score is
But
3-2.
it is. Oh, okay.
Is it?
Looks like 3-1, unless you forgot to mark one for Jason.
Yeah, I think I did because I see the quarter over on that second spot. So
Okay.
I believe. You see,
Yep.
I am correct, right?
Yep.
Let me update the score a little bit, guys.
Okay. Ball on the break. Does he have the 2-9 wired? You know, looks like the 9 it could be very makeable in the side pocket.
Yeah. It looks like it goes all day, honestly. And guys, the view that we have, we
I
can
mean, you gotta
physically
go for
see the
this.
table if I raise my hiney up a bit, and then we can also see it from the monitor.
Yeah. Should have like a podium here with, you know.
Do you like combinations?
I like combinations, yeah. And especially this one, it's like it's a kind of a no-brainer. You gotta go for it.
Hit it a little
But
firm.
you gotta play the cue ball too. Like,
Yeah,
no,
look
it
at
was
this.
just. I mean, it was just straight in. I didn't see it from this angle, but
Still side pocket.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, it was just dead perfect.
Yeah, it's a tied ball game. I was right. Oh,
Alternate
boy.
breaks.
9 doesn't count on the break.
9 does not count, which is good. You know, rack your own.
Texas Express.
9 should never count on the break.
Yeah. Got a tied
Meanwhile, I
little
do like the rules where rack your own, as long as, you know, you give yourself a good, honest effort to make a tight rack, you know. But because of that, I also prefer the magic rack and 9 on the spot. So it just makes it a little bit more unpredictable, and you gotta really control
Agreed.
the cue ball.
And the tables, of course. These
But,
are Brunswicks.
Yeah, I mean, they're good tables. The pocket cot is a bit generous.
These
but,
are buckets. It's a. There's nothing fancy. No double or triple shimmed. It's.
Let's being you know, diplomatic here.
There is a rainstorm. It's like a big rainstorm, so it does affect the table. The humidity could
Yeah, it might play a little
change it a bit.
tougher down the rail. And the cot of the pocket is such is if you play like around this from the side pocket, like 1 diamond over, and you hit into the rail first, it's not going to go in. It'll rattle. And then some other tables, you hit like that, it'll still kind of slop in. But that was a little scary there for a moment. And I'm sure Tony tried to hit it a little bit harder so he doesn't leave it next to the rail like that, because now it's kind of an easy target. You know, you can easily makeable too.
Oh.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
But still, now what?
the odds of hitting it very good, and then you can either straight into the ball or rail first. And he got shape.
Uh-oh. Use the bridge, sir.
So
So what have been the scores of your matches?
6-2, 6-2.
Not bad. We've been
Yeah,
here for
no.
a while. We had a late start today, so.
Very late. Player auction took a while, and some other
Pretty textbook.
technical stuff.
There's nothing fancy. You like to keep things simple when you play,
here,
right?
yeah. It's
Nothing
not
fancy.
it's not a fashion show, but sometimes you got to pull the rabbit out of the hat. If it's I play pretty offensive, so sometimes I might go for shots that other players, might opt for a safety.
Does your score dictate that?
I think it's all about confidence, and the right shot is whatever the right shot is in that moment.
What you feel, right?
Yeah, and if
Got
I
it.
run out, it was the right shot.
Yeah. And if you don't, well, oh,
And if I
chalk
don't,
that one up.
maybe I learn from it.
Straight in on the 5. He tried to get close. Impressive to get close. Little angle on the 6.
I have, I'm not super familiar with Jason, but I feel like I've seen him before. I've seen him around
Yeah, he's.
circuit, and
I
then
think he's a local
I've
favorite up
seen
here.
him. I think I've seen him in Vegas.
Yeah,
To be honest,
maybe
I don't know.
APA. No.
Yeah, one of those. But he handles the cue ball pretty well. He goes around the rails.
Now, guys, if you have any questions or
He's
comments
not.
that
He's
you
knowledgeable.
yeah, if you have any questions or comments that you want to ask Mika, throw it up here, and we are sitting right here, and he can answer anything that you need. Oh,
Now, just as I gave him a compliment,
jammed it.
he rattled a 7. That would have been. I mean, that was kind of vital for him to get that rack because it was Tony's break, and then being that in the position where you break the serve and then and break again, he could have had a 5-3 lead, and now
You don't want to get Tony Tip back to the table
definitely not.
in any
So,
situation. I don't care.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, it's just one of those things when you play alternate breaks, you do want to break the serve, especially if you're the player that lost the lag.
Yeah,
It doesn't look good for you at Hill.
yeah. He's warmed up enough
So
by
you
now
gotta
that
get
he
it-
shouldn't have jammed it
yeah.
like that. All right. Just like that, things change. So, Mika, thank you so much for coming here. I mean, Jeanette, explain to your fans and viewers, the reason why you came to support Jeanette.
Well, I mean, we've been friends for a very long time. Since 1994 to be exact. So I played a tournament in Ibiza, Spain, and met her, and we became friends, and known her ever since. And she's been always very supportive to my career, and just in New York, she introduced me a bunch of people and into the pool community there, and I was very
She's done a lot for the game.
appreciative. And she's I mean, she's
A pool idol of
legit.
sorts. Yeah. Rock star of sorts.
She's a, sort of a rock star in this game, and she's a great player in her own right. And we played a lot together. I mean, we sparred together. We played a lot of straight pool. We both love to play that game. And but we share knowledge, share ideas. But she's obviously a very intelligent lady.
Yes. So we're
And
blessed to.
she's been
to
good
have.
for the game. And I mean, of course, anything I could do for her,
Yes.
I'll.
We've
No
had
questions.
several professional pool players. We knew you were going to be here, so we didn't ask that of you because you're live with us. But we had several pro players from all over the world send in videos as a surprise to Jeanette, and we've been running them after every match.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we've had Efren, Ali, Kelly, LJ, Laurie John.
That's
We've
awesome.
had Don Hopkins. We have so many pool players. Darren Appleton has stepped up. So
That's really cool.
thank you so much for being here, honestly. We do this for
It's-
Jeanette. She is our friend. And when the
Yeah.
bat signal came out, I said, I'm in.
I mean, it's an honor for me,
Yeah.
and it was just a no-brainer. And and also, well, I was in Florida already. It helped. I spent
In Orlando.
some time in Fort Lauderdale, and I
Yep.
was in the Keys last week. Thankfully, got to spend 10 days in the Keys. It was supposed to be like just 3 or 4 days, and then once you're there,
Yeah,
if
you
you're
don't
in
wanna
no
leave.
rush to leave, you're not leaving.
Especially when every other place in the
The
country
weather
has
was
snow.
amazing. Yes. I made sure all the people in the north knew I was
That
in the
you were
Keys.
there.
I rubbed it in. I'm like that.
Nice safety.
Uh,
But anyway, moving
But
forward.
anyway, moving on. We're here, and just
Raise
I
donations.
hope to see Jeanette, and I hope the people come together and chip in, raise awareness, raise donations, and give her that and any kind of moral support. Any support is always positive, right? It's always
Absolutely, and that's what
a
we're
step
here
forward.
for. Oh, he rattled the 5. He rattled the 5. He went to
This
kick
match
shot
is
at the
yeah.
5.
This is that was a great
This is
effort.
getting good. Look at that.
It was like, I mean, good odds on that shot to go in actually, but
Looked like
tricky.
Tony kicked at the short side, but it kind of just caught the,
Yeah,
the inside.
I'm sure he tried to kick it straight in because 6 being on the other side of the table.
Oh,
And even this shot is, I mean, it's not like a super perfect shape here. I'm sure he tried to get a little closer to the 6. He probably hit rail first and just caught it a little bit. Caught it a little
Nice
bit
shot.
slow, and he's in danger here.
just
And
about frozen.
he's just tied on the 7, and I don't know if he can just nip it now and go behind the 8.
And these
But
tables
then
are
he's
fast.
leaving. If he nips it, he's leaving the 7 next to the cheese, and that's never a good.
Oh, he's trying to go behind the 8.
It's never a good idea, really. But he looks like he hit
Nice
a pretty good speed. Very good speed control there.
Here comes the jump cue. As everybody knows, Tony shoots with Predator. cues.
Tony's good at these shots, and also, the cue ball's going into the 9, and some good things can happen there, and he's definitely going like full speed here, because there's no scratch.
And he's up. Off
Had a chance
the
to
8.
bank the
Oh, I
7.
thought it was going to go off the 8.
It might have, yeah, thought so
Big
too.
bounce.
Not a big bounce. I was kind of surprised. I thought it's going to play a little bouncier after the rain, but it's still plays kind of nice. That's good.
That means we're sealed up pretty good in here.
Yeah. So how about yourself? Are you? Did you play?
No, I'm. My job today is just to commentate,
You're
sir.
just
But
alright.
May 8th, we're doing the next event, the same event at Strokers in Palm Harbor, and I'm going to play that. It's an open event, a pro open event, and I committed to that.
Okay. Coincidentally, I just ran into Rolando,
Yeah.
who is, I believe he's like, lives in that area, or is he the
Yeah,
house
he
pro
plays out of
there?
there,
He
too.
plays
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of there. But he used to be a house pro at Amsterdam Billiards West Side, and obviously Rolando is very familiar with Jeanette, and he's here today and showed his support, and it was just nice to run into him. I haven't seen him in like 15 years, maybe. So.
Isn't that crazy? How worlds come together like that, you know?
Pardon?
How worlds come together like that after a
Yeah,
period of
yeah.
time.
Meanwhile, will Jeanette grace us with her presence today, or?
This is the thing. Yes, she is due to attend. Again, she had a treatment, and so it depends on
It depends on her condition,
yes, how she
obviously.
feels.
I'm
Honestly,
sure she's like motivated, but like it depends
Yes.
on her condition.
yes, and of course, her health is really important up to this point
Yeah.
for us. But it's a 2-day event.
Yep.
So even if she can't make it later, by all means.
Yeah. I had a little chat with her yesterday. She seemed like very good spirits, but you know,
She's
I
a
set
fighter,
out
man.
to see her, and she's like, and she, meanwhile, she's like, hey, I want to introduce you to one of my students, and she's
Still pushing the
she's
game.
still pushing the game, still being selfless,
Yeah.
Well, that's how she is, that's, and
We all need to live up to those
yeah,
standards. I mean, it's just the love of the game, and
she
has
sets
it.
the bar high,
Yeah, for
and
sure. Nice break.
that's a very solid
Wide
solid
open.
control with the whitey.
Watch
And
out, 6 ball.
it's open.
If
It's still open.
it
A
is.
little bit. Position on the 2 is not like super easy. It's gonna have to play with good follow. Use the back rail and come back past the mid table. Or maybe he's looking at the 2 in the corner actually, which makes more sense. He's gonna settle for maybe a longer shot, but easier position. Wasn't sure if the 5 blocks the 2, but it looks like it doesn't.
I think it goes past, honestly. Or he's setting up for the side pocket.
Okay, he played the speed to the side pocket,
Offense,
and
defense.
he overcut it. But that's he overspun it. So he opted to play 2 rails, maybe because he didn't want to flirt with the side pocket.
Agreed.
But then when you're spinning, you're making the shot harder, and
I know.
it happens. Especially with humidity, it's easy to overspin. It's almost like you got to aim straight into the point and expect the humidity to take a little bit more angle than you normally would visually see.
And the felt's actually kind of worn in already. It's
Yeah, that
it's not
plays
like
a
it's
part
thick
too.
or it's not like it's new or.
It's kind of it's nicely broken in actually.
Yes.
This is what we call the honeymoon period on with the qual.
I love that. Yeah.
We're still on a honeymoon.
Yeah. The table's still going to be good for
Yeah, it's nice.
next year.
Yeah. Well, I won't go that far.
One's not completely on the rail.
On the rail, he's guaranteed to play safe here. There's no point playing offense.
Go behind the 5 and the 8 with the cue.
Trouble is like which way do you want to play it?
Yeah, what would you do?
The 1's so close to the rail, it's hard to like bank the 1. Okay, he played it rail first. I'm thinking he tried to clip it. He might have even tried to make it, but like create separation.
Gotcha.
So, but obviously,
Think he hit it too broad or no?
I think he caught it too full. So he was trying to clip it thinner and create separation, get the cue ball on the back rail or towards the other balls,
Anything long, I hate. Anything
But
long with the touch?
Again, he just dug a little deeper than he perhaps
Needed to
wanted,
go.
and he caught much fuller than he wanted. That's why it came all the way to the other side.
Still a good shot. A little short.
Jason's run a little short, but he should be able to maneuver here. Maybe like here I like playing like check inside, like a hard inside English, because I don't want to
Sliding.
run into the balls.
You want to slide
He
over a
could
little
he
bit
could
bottom?
play a stun shot with inside, or okay, maybe he's going
Sports
around the
net.
balls, judging
Just
from
going
the.
around.
I just don't want to get into the balls. See, that's
that.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He might have still had a shot. It looks like the 3 might pass.
Would you play safe
You know,
here?
the room between the 9-6 earlier was like ideal to play like double the rail, kind of like play the hard inside. But I think he's
tried.
still okay. Oh, he played safe. I'm not sure if that's might have not worked out too good.
Kick off the back rail, leave the cue
It's
behind
not.
the 8.
I don't think the 3 is on, but it's. I don't know. If you can play it super soft, you might be able to spin and go 2 rails and just nip the 3, leave it behind the 4.
Or the cue behind the 8, maybe kick off
Yeah,
that back
come
rail.
like back short rail,
Oh, I
long
see what you're
rail,
saying.
hoping that 3 maybe graces the. Okay, he's going on the inside, so there's enough room to maybe squat the cue ball there. And
Look at
that's
this.
pretty good control right there.
That is
I
solid.
mean, that really worked out.
That's why we call him the silent assassin.
Yeah, Tony is good at these creative kick shots. He's been around the game.
Everybody has their own assets, don't you think?
Pardon?
Everybody has their own assets in certain
Mhm.
games, right? Their strengths and such.
Okay,
What do you
looks
think
like
your
Jason
strength
can
is?
see a little bit of this ball. Oh, I'd like to say I'm creative, but I think one of my best assets, I guess, is the offense.
Yeah, offense,
You know,
defense.
I go for
You go for broke, buddy.
I go.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I go for it.
Yeah. You go for the Hail Marys. I
Yeah.
love that. And that's
I
why you're
know,
true
just,
champion, sir.
You know,
Look at Tony, just easy like that. One
But I'd like to.
simple play.
I'd like to say. I mean, I'd like to think that I control the cue ball pretty well. So I'm just.
I've seen you play. I've seen you practice, and that's all you really practice on is really your cue ball most of the
Yeah.
time.
It's all about the cue ball.
I'm just saying this.
I kind of reverse the thought process, and to me, the cue ball control commands the precision itself. So like it's all about where the cue ball goes. If you do the right math on the shot, you don't even have to worry about the object ball. It's always going in. So
Sorry, we had to take a little
anyway,
break
so
here.
we're this is a huge rack here
Look at this position.
to get to the hill, and
Changes
puts
everything.
Tony in the driver's seat.
Yep.
Obviously, but Jason's got a chance to tie.
Super impressive, though. That's for sure. Super impressive, though.
Table 3, Sam Swan, Derek Robles.
All right, we're going to update the score. Sorry, we had a... So, Tony's on the hill.
Drinking intermission.
I'm going to say that Jason he's had his opportunities, man. It's alternating breaks,
I just
so
think you're upset.
you think he'll come off with a break and run? Let's see if he comes off with a break and run.
Well, he needs to produce here to stay in the game,
Yep,
and even then,
one inside.
Tony will have the last break. Well, this looks like a pretty nice layout. He should be out here.
I did predict the break and run.
A little inside English on this shot. Just come back towards the middle of the table. Avoid the 5 balls. Get a nice angle on the 3. He overcut. He overcut it
Yeah.
a little bit. Now he's got a longer shot.
Not
Obviously, the cue
position.
ball got more speed because of the overcut. He wasn't trying to be on top of the 7 or 6, so but he should be
It's
still
okay,
okay
but
here.
not the best position. Oh, don't.
Nice recovery. Now just a little inside English. Thank you.
All right.
Table 6, Debbie Hicks. James Cleveland, table 18.
He tried to hold it.
Cleveland,
He tried to hold
table
it, and not bad.
Yeah, he's fine. Just slice this one in.
We're not. We don't want to do the commentator's curse. We don't want to jinx him, right, Mika? But it's pretty
Nah, he's all right.
easy. So
It's got a little angle. He could just punch it. Maybe a little less angle than he wanted to. He did a little subtle
still in a
head
good
shake,
spot though.
but I think he can cheat the pocket and put like a good stun right spin.
He's going bottom left. He's going bottom right.
I like the stun shots.
Nice shot.
Oh, he went straight back, which is a little scary. If I have any angle, I'm going into the rail depth guaranteed. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he tried to really draw that hard. So
He spun the heck out
he's
of that.
got like way more angle than he wanted to. Sometimes it's better to take a long shot than getting a. It's like awkwardly in the middle, where like I'm not sure which pocket's better.
He turned an okay
He's
situation into a bad
He's
situation.
gonna have to send the cue ball. You know, cue ball's flying here
He's shaking
if
his
he's
head,
going
poor
for the
thing.
shot.
Don't
And
like it.
it's just hard to reach this shot too. So he's probably opting for the right pocket because
Oh,
he can reach
he's
it
not getting the
easier.
bridge
But
either. He's
still,
reaching.
cue ball's
Oh,
and he's miscued and it's
miscued.
given the match
Oh
away.
man.
So
Still an
it's
impressive.
a tough.
Still impressive
It's
for
a tough
Jason.
end, you know. It should have been hill.
Still, I give him credit. Jason shot great.
But like you know earlier, I actually don't like the way he played the